like to move over, Mama, for 2026. We have missed you, but we have been spending a lot of time planning huge guests for you for 2026. But not only that, amazing experiences for you to come along and meet us and help charities and things like that. Now, we've had a lot of feedback over the holidays that you want to hear from more teens. And so we have listened and we're starting 2026 with an exceptional teen. Her name is Charlotte Stent, and you may have heard her name before because she is one of the voices of Bluey, arguably the biggest kids cartoon show in the world, made right here in Queensland. But she is also a leader of her school, the 2025 Young Gold Coast Bulletin Woman of the Year winner, and an ambassador for Experience Queensland and the AACTA Festival and many, many more. So I'm going to hand over to Millie so we can learn a little bit more about Charlotte Stent. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure. I'm so excited to have you on. We've been friends for quite a while now, so it's good to sit and debrief because usually we only see each other on like red carpets. When it's like, oh my God, hi Charlotte. Okay, I'm going to go back here. So good to sit down and debrief.
Yeah.
So the first question that I ask everyone on my podcast is, what were you like as a teen? And you are a teen, so what would you say you are currently like as a teen?
I would describe myself as a teen as resilient, at times socially awkward, but someone who loves a challenge.
Mm-hmm. Why would you say socially awkward?
Oh, I just think that sometimes, I think genuinely I'm quite a shy person. I think, when I'm on set, I'm a character. If I'm on a red carpet, I'm my character. So I think with just being socially awkward, I'm quite a quiet person. That's sort of how I was, sort of came into the industry in prep. I was 4 and that's when I started 4.5. And my prep teacher actually said to my parents, she's really shy. We need to build her confidence and get her out of her shell, put her in some drama classes or something. And that's sort of how it all began. So I fell in love with it and I'm still here. So, and hopefully will be for many, many years to come. So.
And not just here, like that drama teacher, you better be thanking her when you win more awards.
Oh, definitely. Mrs. Charlish, I remember her. Yeah.
Shout out to her.
So good. So let's unpack everything you do with Bluey. How did Bluey come into your life?
Yeah, so this is actually quite cool. I actually auditioned for Bluey by accident. So it was probably about 8 years ago now. I was 9 years old and my brother at the time was doing a couple of TVCs or short films here and there, and he was definitely the diva of our household when he's no longer interested in the industry, but when he was. And it was down in Brisbane, so I tagged along. And I just remember sitting quietly, just watching the organised chaos that was going on around me. There was so many kids, boys and girls, all auditioning. And I actually knew the casting director. And they had worked with me on other productions like Sesame Street and things like that. And I remember I wished my brother good luck. I was like, good luck, Save, you got this. And when he came out of the room, the casting director said to me, he said, hey, Charlotte, you want to read a script? And I was like, yeah, sure. And so I did. And then a few days later, I got a call from my agent and then I started recording for Bluey. So it was pretty cool.
That is so cool. Can you say some of the characters that you play?
Yeah, so I can tell you that I play Chloe and Judo. So pretty awesome characters. And I'm very grateful to have been in all 3 seasons of the production since day one. I mean, it's massively so cool to be a part of, and yeah, I'm so grateful.
Yeah. What was the recording, like the difference between the recording that you said you were going to touch on?
Oh, yeah. So with voice over recording in general. So there's voice over recording and then there's ADR. So in my experience,
what's ADR mean?
So ADR is I would say this is actually kind of technically harder. ADR is where you've actually already recorded, whether you're on screen or it's already been animated, and you are matching your lines, your mouth on screen, you are matching your lines. So whereas voiceover recording, there's a lot more freedom and expression that you can move around, you can do whatever you like sort of thing if the director allows it. But there's more freedom with how you deliver your lines, expression, whereas ADR, you've got to match exactly how you've done it. So
what's
pretty cool.
Bluey? Is it voice recording or ADR?
Voice recording.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's very cool. You could definitely make a TikTok mock. I don't even know if that's a thing. But of me in the sound booth. Yeah, that's definitely where my talent lies, is my extraordinary dance moves. No, I'm kidding. But no, I think, even with the voice recording, there's a lot of fun, and I think you get swept up in the story, and then you sort of feel you're in your safe space, and then you sort of create these unique moves and things, and it's pretty funny.
Do you do it with like the other actors around you?
So there's been some really awesome people involved in the show, like Rose Byrne, Lin-Manuel Miranda, and Robert Irwin and Deborah Malman and Patrick Brammel. He's a favourite that I've met. He plays Uncle Rad, and I record on my own in a studio. And I believe, to my understanding, that actual Bandit and Chili, Dave and Melanie, they actually, the first time they met was on their appearance on the Jimmy Fallon show. So to my understanding, everyone sort of records individually. It's easier for work commitments and things like that. But
So they were playing characters together, not even met each other.
Yeah, to my understanding.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And they went to the Jimmy Fallon show?
Yeah, they were. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah, we met them when they opened Bluey's World in Brisbane, and you were there. Yeah, they're really nice people.
They are.
So talk through how it works. So how do you fit it into school? And then I'm talking like the whole thing. Like do you get a call, an email, we need you for recording day, how long that goes for, what does the studio look like? Could you paint a whole picture for our listeners? What are you allowed to tell us?
So I mean, like I said, I'm very grateful to be involved in all 3 seasons. I have so much fun in the recording booth with the team. And it's, like I said, sometimes I'm not huge on the movement, but, you do move around a little bit. And depending obviously on what the lines and things are, you can, be a little bit more creative with how you say them and stuff. And obviously you get given direction as well. But yeah, no, it's pretty awesome. You get the call, and during COVID, I've actually got a really funny story about that. Obviously, you couldn't go anywhere. We were in lockdown. We couldn't go anywhere. So I actually discovered that there is some incredible sound dynamics in the cupboard, and the closet. So I had to try and make this pathway in my closet of my clothes to fit in and sit on a seat with my lines and my recording mic, and we would record from home and send it in because obviously you couldn't go anywhere in COVID. So you can record in the car, you can record during COVID in the car or the closet. So that was a pretty funny experience. But you record, and then the magic happens, and then you see it on the screen.
And is that how you see it? You watch it on TV for the first time?
I've watched a couple, probably more episodes from seasons 1 and 2. I watched a bit, and I know it sounds so funny because they're only 7 to 9 minutes long, but I don't have as much time to watch things as much anymore. But no, I definitely have got a couple of favourite episodes for sure. I love Octopus. I think that's a really fun episode where we see Chloe's interactions with, and her family dynamic with her dad, and Bluey's interactions and their family dynamic as well, and that they work just as amazingly, and the diversity between families and things like that. And Butterflies. I think that is such a sweet episode. It is super cute, and it just shows that, kindness matters, and it just shows how pups navigate the playground, but through play. And I think that's a really good episode actually for preppies and their parents to watch, because it just really shows them how it's like starting school and stuff. And then Judo comes in, and she seems domineering at first in this episode, but later on in the season you discover more about her and her family. It sort of makes sense why she is the way she is. But I think that's a really cool episode for preppies to watch. But yeah, I do watch a bit of it. But yeah.
What's the episode where it's like the airport one? It's airport, I'm not going to the airport, and it went viral. You know that one?
I know a lot of the episodes, but I don't actually have anything other than Instagram, so I don't really know if it's gone viral somewhere. You know what I mean? I'm a little bit of a nana in that sense. I have LinkedIn for when I go to events to network with people, and then I have Instagram, and I think I've got a Facebook page, but I don't use it. So
So how are you with social media? Do you get people, from all over the world, DMing you and things like that?
Yeah, definitely a lot of fans. It's so good. Honestly, I think it's such an amazing show, and it's so cool to see how passionate the fans are from all over the world. But it's such a grounded show, and yes, I have definitely had some messages from the fans over the years just telling me how much they love it and how amazing it is for their kids, and even for the adults. There's something in it for everyone. I think I remember watching an interview on the morning show, and it was just this is an awesome TV show for kids, but look at how many parents and adults, the adult following is crazy for how many people actually love it, maybe even more than their kids, yeah.
I'm still really taken back when you said Robert Irwin really quickly. Have you met Robert?
I have not met Robert in person, no, but would love to.
I love him so much.
Yep. He's on the hit list for the podcast.
Oh,
one
definitely.
day.
Let's get Robert on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Did Bluey change your life and how?
I don't really talk about it a lot. So in a school context, I think, in a way, but I don't talk about it. So I think the year sevens, they're so excited. They want to know everything. They're like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. Whereas I think teens more are like, that's cool, or they're sort of like, meh. I guess it doesn't really revolve around them sometimes. So, I think that's sort of a thing. But I think secretly they watch it with their younger siblings. But of course, it's just for their younger siblings,
Right.
But yeah, I think it's definitely made a positive impact in my life. It's a part of history. It's pretty awesome to be able to say that I'm a part of this. But yeah, I'm very grateful.
What about doors opening and things like that? Do you think it's changed your life in that way, or does it not matter on your resume going from job to job?
Oh, I definitely think it matters. I think in a sense, like I said, being a part of history, that's pretty cool. And it definitely, I think, will open and has opened doors in the future. People see that and they're like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. That's so cool to be a part of. It's a professional production as well. So that's pretty awesome. It's one of, I'm very grateful to say, many on my resume. But yeah, no, I think, it's definitely impacted me very positively.
And what about your school life? So you've got school captain, is that right? What's that like?
Yeah, I hear so many people say, oh, you do it all. And I'm like, I don't think I do it all. But I think, it keeps me a very busy lifestyle, what I do outside of school and inside of school. And I have this joke, I've got it on my senior jersey, which I get this week actually, and I've got 007. And it's because I live a double life in my life. As in, I'm like, I have acting, red carpets at nighttime, and I go to school during the daytime. So it's just like an inside joke. But no, I think it very much keeps me busy. My dad loves it because it keeps me away from having time for boyfriends and things like that. But no, I love leadership. I've done leadership since year 7 at my school, and it's not for everyone, and that's okay. But I love it so much, and I think it's definitely helped me in tough situations over the years and with friendship situations over the years, having those skills. And I think a really awesome experience recently was, obviously being school captain was pretty cool to be given that honour, and president of the student forum. So I'm the voice of my students at my school from year 7 to 12. And I've got heaps of amazing initiatives and legacies that I'm working on this year, like the Driveways program.
What's that?
So the Driveways program is a program that gives students from years 10 to 12 the opportunity to learn to drive, who may not be able to have that opportunity at home, whether they don't have a car, because driving lessons are also quite expensive these days. So it just helps them get lessons through school, which is really awesome.
That's amazing.
Thank you. That's a legacy that I've continued on from a previous captain and a couple of years ago. And then there's a senior car wash for a formal fundraiser. I've got the student forum, obviously, which is where the main body of the students come together to express their ideas and help them get them off the ground and running, and also if they have any concerns or things, and put it to a vote. And then I've got, obviously, I'm advocating for a new hall for my school, so that's a big one. And yeah, I've got a junior Friday faculty fun little project I'm working on. A lot of, I don't know if this is at most schools, but I know at our school we have, last year in particular, my brother was in the juniors, and he had a different teacher every term for different subjects. And I thought that really impacted kids' behaviours in the classroom and their grades. So I thought, why not have once every fortnight a sort of game or something to interest the kids to meet the different faculties. So hopefully that improves their behaviour in classrooms. Not that they're bad kids, they're amazing kids.
No.
But as in just to really help them.
Yeah,
exactly.
Usually you have
in
junior school, just one teacher for the whole year.
So
that's so interesting.
Yeah, so we were in high school, so I thought that'd be a really awesome idea just to help them meet and create that bond with their teachers. So
yeah, right.
But yeah, lots of stuff to do with leadership and stuff. And I just hosted we had our last first day on Tuesday, so very, very sweet. But I hosted a senior sunrise with all the leaders from across the Gold Coast schools. And I thought it'd be an awesome legacy to just, start the year united. And I think a lot of people do it in their own schools and like their own things, but we share ideas, we work as one, and we really help each other. And I think knowledge gained is, definitely a benefit. So helping each other in any way possible is a really cool thing. So I'm really glad we all had a great first morning.
So you touched on Sesame Street, which I never knew about. So tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so Sesame Street actually came through a Griffith University graduation film I did, and it screened in Cannes, which was absolutely incredible. I was 7. And they then secured a segment on screen for Sesame Street. And of course, they were like, you're the age bracket, you would be awesome for this. Do you want to do this? And I was like, oh my gosh, this would be so cool. Like Sesame Street talking to Cookie Monster and Elmo. Like, oh my gosh, yes. But yeah, no, again, that's a really awesome experience that I'm very grateful for. And I had that.
Did they need a little Aussie girl voice? Is that what it was? Or?
It was actually in the episode, I believe it's like I've watched it back recently actually. It's like there's like a bunch of kids, like a couple of kids actually, sorry. And they're like dancing around, and then you get to have your own personal conversation with Cookie Monster. So it's a really cute episode. It's actually really cute. But
That's so cool. I did not know that.
But yeah, other than that, I mean, everyone can look me up on IMBD or follow me on Instagram at Charlotte Stent.
A little plug.
A little plug. But yeah, no, I've been very grateful to have been in the industry since I was 4.5. So The Very Excellent Mr. Dundee, Sweet River, that's still on Netflix. Oh my gosh, Bluey.
Yep.
And yeah, like I said, IMBD, it's got it all there. Sesame Street, Sit, Stay, Love. I've also got a new feature film coming out this year, which is really exciting. And that is a rom-com. It's a little bit different to, it's more like a com-rom, it's kind of funny. Can't say too much at the moment because it's in distribution, but it is called Rebound, and I play a character called Beth, and she's a really fun character, so I'm looking forward to that one. But yeah, no, like I said, I've been very fortunate in my journey and very grateful for everyone that I've come across. So
that's so cool. I'm so excited to see is it a short film or like a movie?
It's a feature, yeah.
That's exciting.
So cool.
Thank you.
So who are the most like famous people that you've met, or, one person that's given just like the best advice for you?
There is so many people that I'm very grateful to have met. I was going to say in The Very Excellent Miss Dundee, there was my grandpa, and that was Paul Hogan. I got to play his granddaughter, and my uncle was Jacob Elordi, name drop. Oh my gosh, he's so cool. How could you not name drop Jacob Elordi?
So how long ago was that?
I was probably 9.
Right.
Yeah, or 10, maybe. Yeah, I think I was 10 when I did The Very Excellent Miss Dundee. And yeah, he played my uncle, and there was Chevy Chase and John Cleese in that as well. And the beautiful late Olivia Newton-John was also in The Very Excellent Miss Dundee.
Did you meet her?
Next.
Okay, yeah.
But no, there was so many incredible people in that. And I think a really awesome piece of advice, Paul Mr. Hogan.
Is that what you have to call him, or is that just
that's just what
9?
I did. I always called him Mr. Hogan growing up because I was quite young, and it's always a respectful thing. But yeah, he thought it was kind of cute, I guess. But I remember in the audition room, I'd done my audition, and then I got a call back again, and then that was pretty awesome. And then they flew me in because it was down to me and someone else, and they flew me in. And I just thought it would be the casting director in there. And I remember walking in, and I saw Mr. Hogan sitting there, and my jaw dropped. And I obviously knew who he was, and I'd done my homework, and I just thought that was so cool. And I remember sitting next to him and doing the scene. And I think they asked me a question or something like, oh, can you dance? And I was 9, and I was honest. I was like, oh, I do a little bit of dancing. Like, yeah, I'm all right. I'm a groover, but, like, I'm not like perfect at it or anything. And I remember he turned to me and he said, Charlotte, if I can give you one piece of advice, if anyone ever asks you if you can do something, you say yes. And I was like, okay, all right, Mr. Hogan. But yeah, no, he was absolutely a delight to be able to meet and work with. And yeah.
And at 9, did you appreciate Jacob?
I think
did your now self go, oh my gosh?
I think so. I mean, I think it's a really awesome experience to be in a film with him. But I think now I'm a bit more like, oh, gosh, it was Jacob Elordi, like Charlotte.
Yeah.
It's sort of like,
Because he's in a purple patch right now. Like he's being nominated for everything.
Yes.
And it's going to be a big year for him.
It's going to be a very big year for him. I'm very excited. I think it'll be awesome. And his sister is awesome as well. She does the most amazing photography. And yeah, no, they're just an awesome family. They're, really cool.
So where did you get flown into?
Melbourne for that audition, actually. Right. Yeah, flew down to Melbourne. I think I was in Brisbane at the time, living there. And yeah, I got flown down to Melbourne for the audition. It was really cool. And then, I think it was a week later or something we heard. So it was pretty cool.
We said Mr. Hogan gave you the advice of if someone asks if you can do something, you say yes. Which is great advice for anyone, going for a job or anything like that. But do you have any audition tips? Because you seem to nail them.
Oh, that's very sweet. I think as well, I think a lot of people say that, but out of 100 auditions, you may only hear back from 3 of them. It's not I think it just depends on how much people advertise and things like that. But audition tips, I would say just give it your best shot. I think even with voice recording, bring it back to that, I think some of my best sounds and characters and stuff I've done to express have been when I've just had a go and I've just given it my all and just tried my best. But don't be nervous. I would say, there's been a lot of changes within the industry. Like when I first started, it was all in-person auditions. So I sort of grew up in the industry doing, like you had to know your lines when you came into a room and of an audition, and you would do everything in person. And they got to meet you as a person as well as your character, and see how you performed, and you got to meet them. Whereas now it's more self-tapes. So you submit a tape, and granted you probably could get through more auditions and they can get through more auditions as well. And they see a little bit of you in your slate at the end. But I think, just be kind to yourself. Probably do 2 to 3 takes of each. And if you're still not nailing it, that's okay. I can tell you that I had a US self-tape. I think this one comes to mind. And I think I'll say it very slowly. The line was, "Now we're doing it again," right? And I kid you not, this just kept flying out of my mouth. And I bet you now I won't even be able to do it. But this kept flying out of my mouth so many times. It was so stubborn, it just wouldn't move. Ready? "Now we're doing it again." And I just kept saying it over and over. And I kid you not, it took 8 takes for this. And the 8 takes is diabolical for me. I was like, oh my God, this is like not cool. Like, oh my God. And, 2 to 3 takes is, I'm happy with what I produce and that's that. But yeah, no, it took 8 takes. And I just remember looking at my reader and for a split second my face dropped and then I repeated it. And I'm like, now that's my party trick. But yeah, no, if you don't nail it the first time, don't. That's okay. With self-tapes, you can always do it again. And I think people like that. And it's more convenient being able to do it from home. But personally, I really love in-person auditions. I think, they get to meet you as a person as well. And you also get director's notes then and there to help guide your performance as well. Because obviously you come in with your interpretation and then they then help you as well. So
there is literally not an actor that hasn't sat on the mama couch that hasn't said, I miss in-person auditions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I could do in-person auditions because I honestly, 8 tries for me is really good. My camera roll is probably filled with just 100 of the exact same
And that's
thing.
okay.
So, but yeah, I feel like in-person auditions is just there and done,
It's an awesome experience.
Yeah,
Definitely.
it's really good.
Yeah.
So now we're going to do a game break. Do you feel like a game break?
I would love to do a game break.
So it's just this or that Bluey audition.
Awesome.
So Bluey or bingo?
Bingo.
Ooh. That's
Bandit?
controversial.
Bandit or chili?
Bandit, for sure.
Yeah. Emotional episode or a funny episode?
Emotional.
Recording solo or with others?
Solo.
Or wearing Bluey t-shirt or wearing Bluey PJs?
Oh, PJs for sure. I can vouch for that. I've worn them. They're great.
They are amazing. And my au pair Amy, she's got a pair of Bluey pajamas.
Yeah.
She
She's in
always
her
wears.
20s.
They're awesome. It's for any age.
Yeah, it's so
What did
good.
Peter Alexander do?
I think so,
Some,
yeah.
I think so, yeah. And do you ever wear a Bluey t-shirt or gear out and about, or have you decided not to do that in case you get questioned?
Oh, I mean, I just don't really talk about that sort of thing much. But any of my productions really, unless sort of asked about it. But yeah, no, I think I have sort of my own style of clothing, I guess you could say. So I just sort of
we
wear
tossed
that.
up whether we wear like Bluey t-shirts interviewing you, and we said that we decided no.
I would love to, honestly. I love
That's so
Bluey.
funny. I would be here for it.
Do you have any fun Bluey stories before we move on to any other questions?
Yeah, actually, something really funny and unexpected happened a couple of months ago, actually. So my teacher went overseas for a NASA educational program, which was really awesome. And while he was over there, you know, he had a great time apparently and came back and he said, Charlotte, I don't think you understand how big this is. You made me famous. And I laughed and I was like, so what do you mean? Like, and he said, I told people I taught you and they were immediately like, can we call her? Can you call her? Like, tell her we wanted to see her, yada, yada. And obviously my teacher doesn't have my phone number, so he didn't call me. But when he came back and told me that, I was just like, oh my gosh, it was sort of a moment of realization. I was like, this is really massive. This is so cool. Like, little old me on the GC they want to talk to. Like, it was quite humbling. I was just like, oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Well, not going to lie, when people talk to us about Bluey or something, both Millie and I are like, yeah, we know one of the voices.
Casually, like we know the whole fam actually.
That is so fun.
You give us credit. We talk about Bluey more than you talk about Bluey.
Probably. But no.
So you've won some very cool awards, one of them being the Gold Coast Bulletin Young Woman of the Year. You can say it so many different ways. But what was that like and how did it feel?
Honestly, that was an incredible experience. I'm not like one big for awards, but I'm more about my work than that. But that one really hit my heart and that was something really, truly special. I think just to be in a room with such incredible women like yourselves who actually support other women and they act on it, they don't just spruik it. And just like, you know, to be with you nominated as well and our amazing finalists, Pippa and Allegra, just to be in that environment and just to meet some really awesome people was so special. And I am truly forever grateful to the team at the Gold Coast Bulletin, Belinda Dawes and James Frizzell and Ringers Western. Got my amazing little sippy cup here for affording me that honour. But yeah, no, I think I know a lot of people probably say this, but it was genuinely a shock for me. And I'm really glad I saw you on the Wednesday because obviously for the AACTA launch. And I remember you asking me, oh, you coming on the Friday? You know, you got a speech prepared, you know, just in case. I remember looking at you and going, no. Why? I was like, this is awesome just to even be nominated. I'm so humbled and honoured, but I'm not going to win it. Have you seen the amazing people in my category? Like, no, but I'm really glad you told me just in case, you know, in general, you should always prepare. So I'm really glad you did.
Well, I believe in the law of attraction. And
Okay.
I do. And
Yeah.
I write speeches for every award I'm nominated for and have always done so.
Okay.
Opposite to you, I've not really won them. But I actually enjoy writing the speech. It's a gratitude project as well. And I think that's what I said to you at the AACTA launch. I was like, it's a moment of gratitude.
Very true.
To think about who you want to thank, how you got there, how you got nominated. I think it's a nice thing to do. And I keep them in my phone. I just do them in the notes and I keep my thank yous that will never be heard. But the other
Don't
thing
say
is
that, Mum.
Yeah, I know.
You'll say that and then you'll win something very shortly.
I'm not doing the law of attraction very well, am I? But I do believe in that. I believe if you're prepared. And the other thing is I've hosted that awards for many, many years and the amount of people that jump up and then don't have a speech.
Yeah.
And then afterwards they say, oh, I didn't thank this person I got too emotional and I sounded like I was an idiot and I didn't want that for you.
I appreciate that.
And your speech was great, by the way.
Thank you.
Well, going on to like the actors and is that where you said to do the speech?
Yeah, it was
the
the
AACTA
launch with
launch.
Baz Luhrmann.
Baz Luhrmann,
we got to meet him.
It was very cool.
So are you a part of the actors and, you know, going there?
Yeah, definitely. So I'm very excited. This is my third year at the AACTAs this year. So I'm AACTA's Youth Ambassador. I was appointed by AACTA in 2023. Which is a really awesome opportunity. I think the program is so packed with such awesome opportunities. Like, it's not just for filmmakers and creatives on the Gold Coast, it's for everyone. So like the whole wider community should definitely come. Everyone is welcome. There is something for everyone there. And I'm really excited that my kids classes, my free acting kids classes that I'm teaching, my preschool, there's still some spots left, which is really awesome, and my preteens as well. But my primary school age bracket as well have just hit capacity, I believe, so that is very exciting. But yeah, I really love teaching and giving back to the industry. Like, I mean, I'm always learning. I believe in that you are always learning, no matter how much you know. You're always continuing to learn. But with everything that I have learnt already and continue to grow, I like putting that back into my classes. And with the people I've met, like we talked about Mr. Hogan and Jacob and people like that in my life, you know, passing that on to the next generation to inspire them to be in the industry. And I've tailored back on the highway because I'm not going to, I'm getting off the highway, but to just like, I've tailored the classes to whether you're, you know, a novice at the industry and you're just here for a bit of fun, or you're a hardcore, diehard, you know, creative that, you know, wants to continue your skills and practice your craft. There is something for everyone there, and it's going to be a whole lot of fun. So you can check it out on my Instagram or the AACTA's page. And yeah, it's really cool.
And for those that don't know, the AACTA's is like our Oscars, and then they have a festival that rolls out after that.
Yes.
For people to come along at Hotter for like the whole weekend.
Yes.
And Millie and I are hosting a live podcast
I know.
recording.
I'm
with the
so
actress
excited.
Chloe Hayden.
Oh, I'm so excited.
We're nervous as hell. We're taking
be
the whole
nervous.
set. So
It's
these couches,
huge.
everything,
Oh my
are going to be
gosh.
bumped into Hotter.
And you're interviewing the amazing Chloe Hayden. Yes,
Who's
she's
an
lovely.
AACTA winner as well.
Yes, she is. She's a beautiful person.
And it's free as well. So
Yeah,
that's the thing with the
definitely
AACTA
free.
Festival. People don't realise how many
Yeah.
of the events are free.
It's incredible.
We lost our mind. We got tickets to Dacra Montgomery, who's
Oh,
from
yes, I'm
Stranger
so excited.
Things.
Yes.
I'm so
You'll see there on
excited.
Saturday, us there on Saturday afternoon.
We will be
Wish
there
he
too.
would come on our podcast.
We can try.
Hey, the allure of attraction.
That's right,
Think about
that's
it,
it,
EJ.
allure of
I'm gonna write the questions tonight.
Yes, and get them ready to go.
But the room that we've got for Chloe Hayden is like huge. Like how
Yeah.
many seats?
They moved us. So we were in a
Oh,
small
awesome.
room and then we sold out. So now they've
Incredible.
moved us to a bigger room and I'm happy.
Yeah.
But I was kind of happy with the small size.
Oh,
Because it is.
no, more the merrier.
It
It's going to be
feels
awesome.
like well when it's like smaller but all the seats are filled, like it feels like a full room.
Yeah.
When there's like, how do I explain it?
We're in a big room but not completely full. We're going to feel like losers. So
No,
we've got everybody.
We've got 200 tickets.
Please,
that are
buy your
sold.
free tickets. I don't know why I keep saying buy. But
Get them.
please
Get your
just
free
come
tickets.
along. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Hotter markets are on the same time.
Oh, okay.
So literally, if that space is not filled, I'm going to go out into
Go
the
out and grab
markets
people
with
from
a
the market.
megaphone and say, "Come on in."
No,
Honestly.
that's very cool.
But I'm very excited. Well, is there anything else that we like haven't talked about that you want people to know about you?
Well, I'm very fortunate to be experienced Gold Coast ambassador. And that sort of came around off the back of being a Mayor Student Ambassador in 2024 for the Gold Coast. And they approached me and was like, would you like to be an ambassador for the Gold Coast? And I was like, of course, I would love to do that. Who doesn't want to show off our amazing Gold Coast? And to be in such great company, there's 5 of us, the ambassadors. There's Casey, Nick, Liesl, Liz and myself. And so I'm just grateful to have such an amazing team and to be able to go to such incredible events, whether it's music, arts, film, or the air show. That's my favourite. And sometimes be able to even share that experience with other people was pretty awesome. But yes, I'm very grateful for Mr. Warren, for Rachel, Amy, and Keisha, and Danielle, and the whole team. I'm very, very grateful for them. So I don't take it for granted.
How many ambassadorships do you have?
I'm an ambassador for Experience Gold Coast and I'm an ambassador for AACTA. So yes,
Okay.
I've got 2 ambassadorships that I'm very, very grateful for.
And then school
And I love.
captain.
Yes, and school captain. You can eye roll. It's okay. It
No,
has
no.
happened
Do you
before.
have a
It's
part-time
okay.
job or anything as
course
well?
not. What?
Well, I actually am an adjudicator for debating, so that is a part-time job. I do get paid for that one. And it's I've done debating since year 7, so to be able to now in my senior years be able to give back in that respect as well and be able to look after the primary schoolers and adjudicate their debates is pretty cool.
Yep.
But yeah, that's my part-time job, I guess, if you count that as one.
Have you ever had a real part-time job?
Yes, actually, I did my Certificate 3 of Business in year 10. So, oh my gosh, that's 2 years ago now. Whoa. I'm just realising how old I am. 18 this year is crazy. But yes, I worked in a psychologist's office on the Gold Coast for a whole year for my Certificate 3 in Business. And I had the most amazing bosses, Wendy and Paul. And yeah, that was a really awesome experience. I did the accounting for the business and the administration side of things as well for 13 psychologists and 1 psychiatrist. So pretty cool.
Crazy.
Very busy, but very awesome.
So how did you manage like school life and that job?
And everything, really.
Yeah. I think it just comes down to time management. I love being a busy person. I would be extremely bored if I didn't do things. I have a schedule. I have a to-do list. I know that sounds really nerdy, but I do. I have a to-do list and it's how I keep track of everything. And I've got a hard copy and I've got one on my laptop as well. And I just plan day by day. You take it by baby steps. And yeah, I'm just very lucky to have an amazing support network around me as well. My mom, my parents, and my brother and some really awesome people that I've met in my journey who are really genuine that I'm like you guys. That I'm very grateful to have in my journey.
So good. Now, if you could go back and tell little Charlotte something about her career now and just something fun, what would you tell her?
Oh, I love this question. If I could go back and talk to little Charlotte, I would tell her that she is stronger than she thinks she is and she can stand up for herself. And she, like things and people will come and go in our life and that's okay because it allows us time to find the genuine. And I would tell her to hold on to those whose kindness matches yours.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
So nice.
Thank you.
Would little Charlotte believe your life? Does your mum even believe your life sometimes? Mum?
I think, mum's pretty proud and I'm very grateful, like I said, to have such an awesome support network and to really have parents who really believe in me and support me. And, I may not be striving to be a doctor, but, they're just happy that I'm happy. But yeah, no, I think she would. I think she knows how determined we are and she would be like, Charlotte's going to get there. She'll get to whatever she wants to achieve. But I think she's also pretty wowed at, like we got to do these really awesome experiences at such a young age. This is pretty cool. But yeah.
That's so good. Now finally, if you could have, sorry. Oh, my ring. Now finally, if you could give any advice to any teens out there wanting to be like you or get into the industry, what would you tell them?
Well, I would say 2 things. I would say just be yourself. And I would also say that the quicker you wrap your head around that not everybody here is going to like you or support you on the road that you choose, the smoother your journey becomes. And success is subjective. So yeah, just be you and try your best and find those people who are around you that are truly genuine. And yes, surround yourself with good people.
I love it. Now, before you go, we have a fortune cookie jar.
Oh my gosh, amazing.
It's right next to you, next to your winning Ringers Western sippy cup.
I love it.
Which is pink and matches our studio.
I know.
So I think we need to hit up Ringers
Oh my
Western
gosh,
and ask them to sponsor our show.
They are the most amazing and genuine people.
Are
I
they?
am so glad to be a part of their family.
Oh, really? At the Gold Coast
Yeah.
Bulletin Awards, how cool was the owner with her cowboy hat?
Oh,
she was.
Emma is such a gorgeous person. Like they are all just amazing. Like I went to Tamworth and I was decked out in my Ringers Westerns gear. And even that, like Tamworth Country Music Festival, like guys, go. Like it's awesome. I really enjoyed that. It was so much fun. Something so different for me.
Did they invite you to go with them?
Well, I was sponsored by them for my outfits and things, and I hadn't been to a country music festival before, and Tamworth is, I think, the biggest in Australia. So I was like, I should definitely go to this. This is so cool. But yeah, no, it was a lot of fun, and we did get to catch up with them down there, which was really awesome. We went to their stall and we saw Max Jackson perform live, and I've met her before at the Polo, and she's just such a beautiful person, such an amazing artist. And I even ran into my year 5 teacher from primary school. It was so crazy. Like you just meet everyone and I saw some, and Amy Ryan, I will give her a shout out. She's an amazing individual. She was one of the buskers there for the festival, and I met her, I think in 2020 at a film festival, and I got to go and support her on her journey again. That was pretty cool. So,
cool.
Yeah.
Well, open up that cookie jar. So we find that somehow the fortune matches the conversation. And if it doesn't, we make it.
I love that. Okay. Hang on. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Are we ready? You will spend an old age surrounded by comfort and material wealth. Ooh.
That's a good fortune.
I like it. I'm not going to say no.
That means more big roles to come, maybe?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's sort of the goal, I think, with the future is just to, I mean, even if it's sort of scary to say in the future, but to continue my acting journey, whether it's here or abroad at acting schools, to be on as many film sets as possible. I'm all about longevity. And, but then there's also, I like many others, I'm a fan of F1. And today, my dream job is to be legal counsel for Mercedes F1 or an entertainment lawyer. But that's just today. You could ask me tomorrow and I'll tell you travel. Like, possibilities are endless. But yeah, I think, but yeah, I really like that. I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's a lovely future, I think.
Yeah, you can't argue with that.
I can't argue with that.
One, you're making old age, and two, you're going to be wealthy.
Yes.
You are welcome.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, Charlotte Stent, thank you so much for joining us on the Move Over Mama Couches.
Thank you so much for having
we
me.
We loved hearing your insight and what motivates you and keeps you going. You're certainly a very inspiring teen and soon to be adult. So we wish you the best with all of that. And like we said earlier, we're going to be at the AACTA Festival alongside Charlotte. So you can go to the AACTA Festival website. We'll put the link in all of the show notes and you can go on and get free tickets, but it is ticketed so that they know how many people are coming along. So please do that. We'll be with Chloe Hayden and you'll be doing amazing classes.
Thank you.
So people can learn how to be just like you, which is really cool. Thank you so much. And make sure you subscribe to the Move Over Mama podcast and do all the things to help us spread the word and share this with anyone that you think might love Charlotte's story. We'll see you later.
Thank you for watching. Thank you.
Over Mama with Emily, Jade and Millie Valentine. My name is Teddy James. Thanks for listening. See you next week.